crying, making the weirdest noises. I'll give you my best week, maybe 450. We got the peach Cunnie's flavour G up.
What's going on, sick cunts? It's Friday then.
It's Friday then. It's Friday then we
All right, here we are, episode 3 with Mr. Cunnie.
Chit chat, this, that.
We're on the chit chat, this, that.
I'll be honest, I came in energetic, and the time it took us to set up, I'm ready to go home.
These boys, they've been here since 12.
Have they set it up? Fuck. Well done, boys. We got there.
We got there in the end. So anything in particular you want to have a chat about today? We'll just
What do you mean, brother?
We'll just wing it.
You invited me here.
Yeah, I know, but I wasn't sure if there's anything you got to get off your chest or anything you got to address. Anything exciting, anything big news.
Oh, there's some big news. I don't know what I can say. I don't want to throw anyone under the bus. I got some big shit coming that I'm not allowed to talk about.
You're a busy man. Actually, you've always got. Where do you start? I mean, I was thinking actually the first thing I was thinking when you were coming over, I was like, oh, how did I even link up with Adam? Like, where did that come from? And I remember all the boys dropping your shit in our group chat going, fuck, this dude's a funny cunt. Because you were just calling people fat cunts and shit on reels. And then I was like, so then I started following you. And then you took like, I don't know, some of your reels, you were just talking about this stuff. I was like,
I remember.
And then it was the one.
The juice cleanse.
That's it. I was putting on my story that I was trying a juice cleanse. And that exact week I was posting about this juice cleanse. You did a juice cleanse one. And he was like, yeah, you just.
I described you perfectly.
I was just like.
No, because I remember that's when you commented and we started following
Yeah, I
each
said,
other.
I feel attacked.
Yeah. And here we are now. Then we went to Rick Shaw's.
Yeah, Rick Shaw's. And then, well, fuck. Look at me now. I'm a new man. I got in shape.
Brother, look at you. Look at the outfit on him. Fucking.
He's got a strong influence.
muscle
You're an
definition.
actual influencer. You influence people.
I'm uninfluenced.
Yeah, you're an absolute beast. But all shit aside, that's what I reckon got me to, like, I was following you because, you follow PTs and they're like, you got to train 36 times a day. You can only have steamed broccoli, steamed rice. You can't touch alcohol. And I'm like, I'm going to be fat forever.
Well, I remember you were telling me, like, every time you've tried, you've given up. And then when we made a plan, I can't remember you just going, I can do this. I'm like, it's simple. Just fucking have your calories worked out, have a balance with what you're doing, commit to what you can, and see what happens. And now look at you.
I know.
Even I was shocked. I'm thinking, what the fuck?
Yeah. I
didn't think it worked that good.
Well, because when I do them, I did like 8-week stints because I never realised, but it was unachievable to just live like that forever.
Yeah.
Whereas now, without trying to fucking plug your program too much, but it's very livable. I can fit it into my life. If you don't get an hour in the gym, just even get 15, 20 minutes. If you can't eat perfect, at least get something that's fucking lower fucking calories or this and that's same with drinking now. Like I used to smash like espresso martinis at like 380 calories. I didn't know that. But now everything I look at calories, I don't fucking measure them and scoop them in a jar and stuff, but I just Google, what's in this? And then, if I find a drink that tastes good for 70 calories, I'm like, shit, I can have like 5 of them for that.
Yeah.
Here we are. Not much has changed. I'm still out partying and shit.
Do you remember when we were first doing your plans? I swear it was like Macca's and shit because you didn't.
It was the sausage egg McMuffin. And then, actually, do you know what I loved? And I still love them? The crumpets with Nutella and strawberries.
Goat.
Taste so naughty,
Goated.
but they're not too bad.
But remember when we were sitting there, we first met, and you go, there's no photos on the app.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was all like custom shit because you wanted all this convenient
And
stuff.
you're like on the phone, you're like, oi,
Boom.
where's Troy's photos?
And then it's loading before our eyes.
I was very impressed, bro. You run a good show there. And then I was thinking about it because I don't know if I was under a rock, but I feel like I hadn't heard from you or seen of you or nothing. And then all of a sudden it was like a flick of the switch and fucking you were everywhere on everything. Do you reckon you blew up really quick compared to a lot of people? Like for me, I've chipped away at social media since 2013. Like just fucking trying to be on socials, doing dumb shit, putting jet skis in swimming pools, fucking doing burnouts in cars, getting on the news. Like, you know, I've been a menace, but that's what worked for me. I've pulled my head in now. But I feel like either I was under a rock or you just fucking, after maybe COVID or something around that time, you were just in my explore feed. My mates were sharing your shit. You were just fucking...
Yeah, I don't know what happened, to be honest. So I was just cruising along, doing my thing, posting daily. I just became more myself as I went. Started throwing the spin kicks and shit. It just came out of nowhere. Just got more brutal, really.
Swearing.
And then, like, it's exponential. Like, you get a few followers, you get people looking on, then they're sharing. And then it reaches new people, and then they're sharing. And then it just grows over time. And then you were also under a rock. So
it was a combination of both.
It was a combination of both. And I never felt like I blew up, to be honest. I just consistently grew. And then one day you're just chipping away and you go outside and everyone's like, you're the cunt guy. And then people started yelling at me, screaming at me. I don't know. When I started, because I was in a relationship just hustling.
Yeah.
So I didn't go out much.
Oh, that's might have been.
So that's definitely what it was. I was in a relationship.
We've just done some deep research and he's just worked it out himself.
I was in a relationship. So what was happening was I'm still making my videos every day and I'm just focused on business. And I wasn't going out at all, really. And then obviously when you're single, you start going out. So that's when it really hit me, because I would go out and like fucking 300 cunts are wanting a photo. And I'm just like, what is going on here?
You're just tripping out.
Wigan.
But also too, when you go out, it's also like you can network a bit over socials, but you would have been networking too. And then I feel like that's when you start seeing, oh, I've seen Adam with this guy. I've seen Adam with Reese Bros. I've seen Adam with this. And then that makes them, I feel like that makes you blow up even quicker.
Yeah.
Because you're like,
well, like, yeah, I don't know. I think it definitely helps going out, being seen, and then like meeting people. Like, if, to be honest, when I was in a relationship, I would just fucking be hustling away alone. Like, we probably wouldn't have met up. I would have just been fucking doing my thing.
Just in your room creating content.
Opens you up to grow, going through all that shit.
Yeah.
So, fuck, what was I going to talk about? Forgot.
So that happens to me, bro. I'll be deep.
Yeah, fuck. Anyway.
Hiding under the rock growing up, this, that.
Topic.
But, actually, I was going to say, do you think so with your content, you know, like you said, you started being authentic, you started traditionally, no one would say the C word because you can't do that. Whereas you started going, fuck, I'm going to spin kick, I'm going to say cunt, I'm going to call people fat, whatever. Do you reckon has people copied? Or like, have you seen like,
of course.
I don't know, like with the giveaways now, everyone wants to give away cars, bikes, houses. Like they've seen it works and they're like, all right, I'm going to do it. Have you seen, because obviously this works for you.
Yeah.
Have you noticed like people are swearing and doing the calorie comparison in the kitchen? And
have you noticed? Have you seen it?
I've actually seen a few and I thought, I don't even follow gym pages. So if someone is in the fitness industry, surely they're seeing more of this.
Yeah, I don't pay too much attention, and like I wish everyone the best doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like I had inspiration. Everyone gets inspiration somewhere. So these guys will find themselves or they'll drop off. Yeah. And you're not going to really get anywhere just copying someone's shit every day. Like, yeah, to be honest, some people, it's a fucking replica. Everything I talk about, they're just redoing.
Not even word for word.
There's word for word shit. I've called someone out who literally word for worded my video. There's been a few. Actually, even better, there was a girl in the UK that copied one of my squat videos and she got way more views than me. So well done to her. Then I was going, why the fuck doesn't my video have more? So, yeah. Well done. Well done to you.
It.
All the best. But I did notice when I can use that too. So please copy my videos more because I might come for you. But I'll never personally...
Yeah.
I wish everyone the best, but I can just have a bit of fun with it and it's funny.
Yeah, so. It's not keeping you up at night.
Yeah. I'm all good.
So I guess in saying that, the spike that I noticed, you going out, you going everywhere, shit blowing up. and your business is doing good, is it still growing now? Have you your best month? Do you still think it's ahead of you, or have you had it?
Not even close to it.
Yeah, awesome.
100% warming up.
What's a good month?
You want to know my best month?
I want to know like a
The
month.
best month I've done. I'll give you my best week.
Oh.
Around maybe 450. But that's like,
That's
that's not
hectic.
every week. That was like maybe 400, 450.
If you did
I
a
don't know.
special on an ebook and
It
dropped
was
some
like
shit, and
big week with our training nutrition programs and then the front runner drop at the same
bro,
time.
450K.
Maybe let's just say 380 to be safe. I don't want to talk shit.
380.
But let's just say
fucking
380.
nuts.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Something like that.
So, because this is obviously, I'm not in the fitness industry. So, me personally, I never thought this money could be made going into PT,
Yeah.
diet, nutrition. Did you?
Neither did I.
Oh, okay.
Mate,
So, this wasn't a goal to hit that money. You just wanted to do what you love doing.
honestly, when I first started as a PT, so just a little bit of background. Do we really give a
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I've been a PT for 14 years.
Yeah.
Prior to that, I worked in a bottle shop. I saw the PTs at the gym and I was like, fuck, I could do that. I'd already done my course. So then I fucking saw these guys doing it. So my goal was to just be a PT and earn a living on it.
Yeah,
Being
one-on-one.
able to
Fucking
make $1,000 a week,
Yep.
doing what I love, then I can go to the gym and be free. So like the first goal was to do that. Then it was like, fuck, imagine I could eat out lunch every day and I didn't have to think about it. And it was like a $14.99 for a lunch bowl at Taboon in Varsity Lakes. Do you know that?
Yeah.
So that I used to go there every day, and so the goal was then to be able to eat out, and then over time, I realized like, oh, I'm busy with PT, but it's capped. I don't feel like I know enough, so I went to uni. I did exercise science, and that was a proper hustle. That's what taught me I can do anything, because I didn't do well at school. I fucking hated it. I swear I was just sitting there like, just did I even think?
In
I don't
fairyland,
Yeah,
like,
you know what I
can't-
mean? I was in Candyland, man.
You watch the teacher for 45 minutes and they ask you something and you're like,
What?
I'm just staring at something.
So like I never really had confidence in myself to be able to just go do what I wanted to do. Where I'm from, like I grew up in Blacktown, Western Sydney. I actually have 2 brothers in and out of jail, both addicted to ice. People don't know that.
That's hectic.
Those were my
I didn't know that.
inspirations, bro. They were the guys I looked up to.
Yeah.
So I'm around them, and then I'm fucking looking at them going, wow, yous are amazing. I want to be like you.
That's
And then-
nuts.
Yeah, so then I moved
How
to
old
the
were
Gold
you
Coast.
when you
and
moved to
got-
Gold Coast?
19. So I've moved away and just created my own path. But the thing about my brothers is like they're mad cunts, and they are funny cunts. They're like me. They just put their energy. We all have the same traits. They just put their efforts into what they're doing.
Yep.
Like one of my brothers was doing bad stuff, but he was the leader doing that, and everyone looked up to him. I was like,
You're the
I have
leader of the
part-
fitness.
I have the part in me that goes, that's wrong. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
And if I ever drank too much, partied too hard, I always felt that guilt.
Yeah, it
and I was
triggers
like,
you a bit.
I'm going to go focus on what makes me feel good. And I always had that in me.
Yeah.
So I moved away from doing any bad shit, moved to the Gold Coast, and then started knuckling down on, wow, if I want to do something, I can actually do it. And starting to believe that. And here we are now.
So the money.
We've really fucking hit the jackpot, haven't we?
Cha-ching. So like, yeah, when you say you've done, that big of a month, it's like
Week.
week, sorry. Fuck, that's a big year for like.
Yeah, well,
it's,
man.
it's nuts. It's fucking
is.
crazy. And then I don't know. I always feel like this, and it's what I give. When younger kids are like, oh, I need help, I need direction. I was lost. I didn't know what I want to do. Flopped at school, everything. And in the end, I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to start lowering cars, changing wheels, playing with cars, because that's what I love doing. And then I feel like when you are passionate about something, you become good at it because you love it. And then when you become so good at it, you're better than the other people that are doing it for money. And then the money always comes.
Yeah.
Not 380 grand a week, but in your
but
case,
like-
yes.
But like for me, that's
I'm
not
still
been-
waiting for my 380 grand week. But
That's not me chasing it at all.
yeah, that's what I mean. You're just loving it. Loving
The
it.
one thing I remember, I used to look at my bank account and look at money and think about money 1,000 times more when I didn't have any.
Yeah.
And then I detached from how much money did I make? And I started thinking, what value am I given? So there's been times where our business has gone up and down, and when it's down, I go, all right, what can we do better in every aspect to give these guys more value? Why are people leaving? And how can we stop that? We need to have a better service.
Yeah.
And it's just been constant upgrading of the service and everything we're doing for the last 4 or 5 years. And that just accumulates. And now I'm so proud of the product we have. I'm like, I'm not surprised. I know we can go 10 times where we are now.
Yeah, well, you keep reinvesting in it. I see, like, you know, well, we've updated the app, we've got more stuff, we've got this, we've got that, and you're just like, you know, how can we assist people better?
Always. So, and it's getting more competitive too. You got to stay at the top.
Yeah.
So, like, that's a good thing for me, because when you can do whatever you want, what stops you going off the rails? You know what I mean? That's been a challenge.
Yeah.
But now I'm treating every day like it's day one.
Yeah.
And I never want to go back to where I am. And I always have that in me.
Yeah.
I have that little thing that goes, hold on, brother, pull up. If I go backwards, I'm not going to be feeling good within myself. So I always have to be striving for progress.
Yeah.
Just to be like good in the head and just feel good about life. And then if you're feeling that way, you just keep doing better shit anyway.
Well, that's the difference between being something handed to you and then you working from nothing for something. When I've never had stuff handed to me, but I imagine you wouldn't have that fear of like, I don't want to go back to like a normal life. Like,
do you feel that?
Yeah, I get
Every
scared
day,
sometimes. Like, I just like, I don't know why. Just sometimes I'm like, fuck, what if I'm irrelevant tomorrow and then this happens and that? And I'm like, but it will never happen because I'll make sure I'm relevant. I'll like, I have that hunger in me that will never fucking drop off because.
Well, you have to feel like that.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't, you would become
be
irrelevant.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. And it's like, yeah, it's that hunger that just like, you can't switch
It's
off.
a blessing and a curse because like if I go on a holiday, I can't just sit there and enjoy the holiday.
Or like, you know, it gets me when people are like, hey guys, what's a good series to watch? I've watched this. And I'm like, I try and watch a series and I get 20 minutes in and I'll either fall asleep because I'm fucked from work or I've got to start getting on WhatsApps and texts. And I'm like, man, how are these people asking what series to watch? Because they've watched every series.
Do you ever feel like you're missing out on shit though? Because like I don't watch TV. I don't watch fucking series.
No, I don't listen to radio. I don't watch TV.
Nothing.
I don't. If it doesn't concern me, as bad as this sounds, I just don't really care. I just keep on.
Because I'm so zoned in on what I'm doing. So then sometimes I think, am I like falling into a trap where I don't know enough? Do I need to stay up to date with all the series and everything that's going on? Because all I'm thinking about is the fucking path and the way I'm going.
Yeah, that's all. That's what it is. I reckon half the shit that's going on outside, even some of the shit they put on the news, is just.
What's the news?
Yeah, what is it?
Do you watch the news?
Nah, it's just shit. It's just to stress people. I swear half the shit is to stress people out.
We love the news.
Yeah, no,
we love the news.
We love all big media companies.
Yes. I bought Mum a house, if you want to talk about that one.
Did ya?
Yeah.
What do you mean you bought her a house?
Bought her a house.
You surprised her or she
Okay, so this is what's going
you?
down. She doesn't know yet. So hopefully we don't release this before she knows.
This will be about.
I'm sure Mum doesn't watch the
3
fucking.
weeks? 2 weeks.
I'm sure Mum isn't watching TroyCandy diss that.
She might be.
But so my mum's like 72 years old, and she's worked her whole life making just a normal job. She always did the best she could for us, but she's 72. She's still working. She'll never retire. She's had a few shit things happen to her, like in her life. And she's not the smartest with money. Like, she'll give up everything. One of my brothers, she took out all her super to pay his bail. And he didn't get out. He didn't even get bail. Just shit like that. That's what she'll do.
That's nuts.
And I'm thinking,
Bless
how
her.
is he letting her do that? But anyway, whatever. So she has a house with a mortgage in Sydney. I've gone and done a sly. I've bought a house down the road from me. It's a mad house. And I'm flying her up on Mother's Day, and she thinks it's for Mother's Day.
I'm getting emotional.
I'm going to drive her and be like, this is yours.
Fuck.
That's pretty crazy. I'm
getting emotional. You're going to be fucking...
Oh, I should be good. I don't have emotion.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it's mad. Like out of everything I've done in my life, that's probably like the biggest thing, because part of me still overthought like, oh, if I do this for my mum, then she's like, oh, I need to fucking stay here. Like, you know what I mean? So if you're doubting yourself, then you put like you're supporting your mum now.
Yep.
And you fuck up. You're like, oh, like how can I do that to her?
Yeah.
So then you don't do it. Then one day I was just driving, listening to a podcast, and they're like, look after your family. And then that week, it's like, get over all the shit that's happened to you. Stop being like your mum brought you into this world. Like you're not here without her. Like, get over all the bullshit. Everyone goes through it, and look after your family. And I was thinking, why the fuck have I got a Lambo and my mum's working? So they just hit me that day. Within like 1 to 2 weeks, bought the house, and it settles next week or something.
Fuck,
So
that's
that'll be good.
epic, bro.
Yeah.
Congrats, man. That's fucking awesome, man. It's a good example for anyone, you know, like take care of mum first.
Yeah. Well, like,
Mum and dad.
it's motivation, and
Yeah.
it's like the feeling you get to be able to do that, and then you can really reflect on where you came from,
Yeah.
because you're like, it's all well and good buying yourself shit. You would know, bro. Now, it doesn't really give you the same feeling.
Yeah.
Or it's not what you thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
It's all fun, but when you do it like for your mum,
Yeah.
fuck, it's a different feeling. Like I'll be able to remember that for the rest of my life,
Oh.
and I'll get to embrace that moment when I.
And the thing
watch
is,
her.
man, you can buy a Lambo next year, the year after, year after, year after, year after, for the next fucking till you die, right? You can go buy one anytime. They're going to be there. The times that you spend with like our parents, they're not going to be there one day. And then one day, do you want to look back at that and be like, I wish I could have
Yeah,
hung out with you
100%.
more. I wish I could have done this. So it's like, it's awesome. Like you
Yeah.
said, it's good to reflect on, you know, it's something to be able to move forward and like really look back and be like, fuck, I did what I could.
And like another thing is like where I grew up, it was pretty shit, and like I wasn't the happiest with my life or like some of the decisions my mum made. But you got to get over that shit and let go. So like for me, this is a big part, like letting go, because like my mum's 72 now and she's lived in Sydney. I barely see her, and now she gets to live down the road.
Yeah, it's fresh
Like
start.
get over shit.
Yeah.
And just like me and my mum, we get along so well, but like shit that's happened, sometimes it gets back to my head.
Yeah.
So just let go of shit and
Yeah,
fucking
fresh
enjoy
start.
life. Yeah.
When you say like you brought the Lambo, was that were you like in your 20s like one day I'm going to have a Lambo, or was that like you started
Never.
earning fuckloads of money and you're like, I'm going to go buy a car?
So even with the money, like I was earning a lot of money, but I didn't even know what to do with it, because you don't actually know how to buy shit if you've just never had it.
Yeah, if you've dreamed of earning 100 grand a year and then 380 grand a week comes in, you're like, I haven't even thought about
Or you-
dreamt about of what I want to buy.
Or you still don't even realize what you actually have. So, like, I'd say like that's another part of like growth and like accepting where you are and being willing to put that money down to back yourself. Because really, if you can do it all and you're not doing it because you're scared, like you're not truly backing yourself
Yeah,
and
you're
believing
like-
in yourself.
Yeah.
So for me, when I did that, the way it happened, I wasn't even planning on getting a car. I was like, fuck, it'd be pretty cool. I don't really care about cars that much. I just thought, I've seen one of them on the road and gone, holy fuck. Like that was my reaction to seeing a car like that the first time. And I was like, oh, I could never get that. Then I realized I can. So I told a mate, I'm probably going to go into Lambo and order one. And then they called me that day. They go, I got a mate here who's got one. It's like new and he wants to get rid of it. Do you want it? Like right now. And I'd
So-
never made a big purchase like that.
That's a big purchase too to go
And he's
down.
like, I don't know the guy. And they're like, yes. I'm like, yes, sweet, let's do it. And then they're ringing my mate, is this cunt serious? He's like, bro, he's serious. And then I sent him 50 grand deposit, met him the next day, transferred him the rest. And then 3 days later, the car rocks up at my house on a truck from Melbourne.
That's epic.
And then I'm just sitting there going, wow.
That's a sick car.
But like, again, when I got it, it's not like, oh my God, I've made it. Like it's about the steps along the way. And
Well, like what you said, that you're backing yourself. You're going, you know what? I'm not going to hold on to this money like it's my last money I'm ever going to earn.
Yeah.
And I feel like I relate to that when I was buying this house. So I found it. I actually went to look at a house that was probably half the value, and then I didn't really like it that much. And then it wasn't that big of a leap from my old house. So I said, oh, can I see more? Can I see more? And we walked in here and I was like, holy fuck. And then blah, blah. And I loved it. And I was on the phone to Adrian. He's like, buy it. I'm like, nah, bro, it's fucking big. He's like, buy it. I'm like, yeah, but the mortgage, this, that. He's like, bro, you've leveled up now. Like, you're going to level up again.
Yeah.
So what's the point of fucking buying a house that you've fucking already over in 6 months? Like, go big.
Yeah.
And when you got that mortgage on your shoulders, you know there's no going back. There's no slacking off. Like, you've got that pressure there to like, I've got to fucking hustle.
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel like that's been like my whole life. Like, you know.
The pressure never goes.
Yeah, just...
You got to keep challenging yourself, or I feel like if you're not going forwards, you're going backwards. Like, you start fading. I'm either like killing it or I'm fucking...
Can't sit still. Can't plateau.
Yeah.
You just want to keep going. No, 100%.
Might be a disorder, but is what it is. Eh?
we say that sometimes. Eh? Is there something wrong with us or whatever?
Yep, there is.
I was actually going to say I like some of the stuff that you put on because obviously I drink a lot. Well, when I say a lot, I actually don't.
You're actually not too bad, bro.
I wrap it up at midnight. I look like I drink a lot, I guess. But compared to people that don't drink, and you do both, you go not drink and weigh up the pros and cons. And some of your stories on Instagram I actually found really interesting that you find pros and cons in both.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, how did you go? Because what did you do? 8 weeks?
I did 13 weeks. I actually made a video on it today. Yeah, 13 weeks, no drinking. It's the longest I've done since I was fucking 18 to be. You didn't
drink through the week, like you don't.
Nah,
drink,
never through the week. It's just like on the weekend.
Yeah.
Never in the week.
Yeah.
But like, you know, we like to party. So I started feeling like it was taken over a little bit. So because
do you think that's because you come out of a relationship and you?
It's just like,
and you're like,
all right, I've come out of a relationship and I can do whatever I want. I've got no obligation to be anywhere. And I'm going out and everyone wants a photo with me. And I've got all the money to just fucking buy everyone drinks. So it's like a
have
high.
a good time.
Yeah, so you sort of get like a bit of an addiction to that feeling. It's not the drinking, it's just like everything that's going on. You're like, what the fuck's going on with my life? And I just felt like I started pushing it too far and just not caring. Like, then I'm out and it's not really good looking. It's not the look I want to, it's not who I am to be out drunk doing silly shit. So I wanted to pull it in.
Every single weekend.
I wanted to pull it in to let myself know I have control.
Yeah.
And then what I did was 13 weeks and I still went out and I still did all the things I always did. And it helped me so much because then I was socializing and talking and having conversations with people sober while they're drunk, and I just had no anxiety, no social anxiety. It took all that away.
And even the next morning.
You wake up fresh. You're like, what the fuck? And it was good. I was so consistent, so productive. My content was so good. I was on a massive roll. And then I think I've been drinking like every weekend the last 5 or 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And the first time I did it, I was like, I'm a piece of shit. I felt like I was just thinking, why did I do that?
Broke your clean streak.
Yeah. And then I realized like it's just like I had an expectation of myself that I shouldn't drink and I'll lose everything if I do. That's sort of how I felt. But it's not. It's just like I broke the expectation I set, but I want the balance. So now that I have that expectation of myself where there's a balance between you can go out, socialize, have a few drinks, but don't overdo it, and then go hard in the week, then I feel good and everything's good. And there will be times where I dial in and don't drink if I really need to. Like if you really want to fucking level up in something, there's not going to be a balance.
Yeah.
You need to fuck off everything else.
There's
and
no
focus.
balance for sleep, no balance for... Yeah, I've done those times where you're sleeping 4 hours a night, you're eating junk food because you're just on the go at point A to point B and you can't balance your diet, your sleep, your social life. It all goes out the window.
Yeah.
It's gone.
But it's for a little period.
Yeah.
And then you come back and find the balance. So
Well, speaking about balance, look, hear me out. I want to show you something. Wait a sec.
is that a Fanta?
Yeah. Sort of. All right. So, this is what I was thinking about, right? Right, hear me out. G-Up, we've got our sugar-free range, pretty good. 77 calories we can get it down to, which I never gave a fuck about that shit before I started watching shit. If you told me it was 77 calories, I'd go, cool, I don't give a fuck. But now for me, I could drink the sugar-free, blah, blah. Anyway, I was thinking about it, and we're in your gym when we're doing some content for my before and after, and I looked up at your sign, like with the Cunnies, with the peach, the logo. I was like, man, how cool would a peach flavour be? Cool. And I was like,
100%.
how sick would a Cunnies branded peach flavour be? So when you're out and about, dudes, like people just, you're a point of conversation, everyone's hand, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? So we've got a sugar-free peach. It's not branded yet because it is just the first sample because I want your approval.
Yeah.
But
So we're going to try it here live. Where's your one? You already drank it, you cheeky bugger.
yeah,
All right. This is the live reaction.
we can tweak
The
it.
Cunnies G-Up. It's an idea right now.
It's about moderation. It's about balance.
Well, if you're going to drink, you may as well drink Cunnies, right?
Exactly. I'm actually curious because I spent a fair bit of time on that.
Oh,
You like it?
yeah, I do.
It's
Let me try and describe this, bro. Because the aftertaste, it has a few little hits, and then the taste that sits
it
in your mouth
lingers in your mouth after. Yeah,
is good.
yeah. 'Cause
How would you describe it?
Well, hey, when people put the fake sugar-free shit in, and then you taste that shitty stevia taste.
No, this actually goes hard.
Yeah, it's refreshing too. Like if you went for a run, I feel like.
This is what you would be having after.
Yeah, I feel like it's actually refreshing. And you know what the best part is? The samples are worse than the finals because they're not fully carbonated. They're not the full alcohol.
Yeah, this is actually gun.
Yeah, you like
100%.
it? So if you were
Like
to
one and done.
if you were to have your own drink, it would be that.
This is it. It's on brand. The peach.
I reckon you got to maybe put something on your Instagram, put it to your fans, see what.
Yeah, we're going to make the video right now.
Yeah, we'll clip this up
Clip it up.
because you know
Like,
what?
well, conversations we've had around it is like, you know, I went through that stint not drinking, but like you're like, but
Fuck, I can't remember. What it
get
tastes
out of
like.
that. Get out of that.
Fuck, that is like that's an ultimate summer drink.
We'll just ask the people right now. Guys, at the end of the day, like in my blood, my brand is helping people with training and nutrition. That's what I've grown from over 14 years. And along the way, I've enjoyed a drink here and there, maybe a few too many. Troy's put the idea forward. We got the peach Cunnies flavour G-Up.
Sugar-free, 77 calories.
I'm on the fence. Like, I would love to do it, but it's in your hands, guys. Like, when you're out on a night drinking, do you want to be drinking this? You got to let us know.
Yeah, I reckon people love to have like, you know,
As I take a sip.
they want to rep your merch. They want
Yeah.
to do everything.
Well,
They can rep some Cunnies.
like to be honest, for me, this is like this is just crazy. Like now my life from just being a PT or like, bro, I was a concreter fucking earning $50 a day.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be able to afford to get these. And now I can see a big party.
Yeah.
We've got the peach.
Come on, guys.
G-Up,
I reckon get
Cunnies.
him over the line.
So-
We'll throw a party. We'll bring a couple of fans
Yeah,
in.
Stop it. I can't stop drinking it, eh?
It's refreshing. I was really surprised how good peach tasted. And I was like, it's your colour and your logo. Maybe the G-Wagon will have to go peach. We'll
Yeah.
just peach it up.
Done.
I'm
It's done.
glad you approved
Nah,
because
100%. I'm not just. I would never put out a product that's shit. Like
Yeah.
that's how the way I've gotten to where I am has always been by being truthful and authentic.
Yeah.
And I would never do anything like that doesn't align
It's
with
not the
me.
money for you. It's the
It's the passion
you want to look
behind
someone in
it.
the eye and go, and bro, that's the same. Like we could have made a rip-off brand of another drink and just put our label on, but I was like, it needs electrolytes, it needs this, it needs that, it needs to reduce the sugars, even in the sugar version. We need our own flavors. We need blah 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 blah. Because when I tell people about my drink, and they go, "Oh, you got a new drink," I don't want to be embarrassed to be like, "Oh, here." Or same with the clothes. If someone goes, "Oh, where to order your shirts?" You don't want to be like, "Oh, they're actually shit quality."
Yeah,
like
nah.
you want to be like, "Bro,
Yeah.
you won't find a better shirt.
You wanna
you
be
won't find a
G'd
better
up.
app. You won't find a better drink." Like, and that's why it works.
I feel like I'm drunk. Nah, I'm joking. Half a G up.
What are they? 4.6%.
Crazy.
4.6. But I think that would be cool. Walk down Liquorland and you look on the shelf
100%.
and it just says
Even-
Cunnies.
we do a tester, do a launch,
Do a little,
Can be a
uh,
one-off, or it can.
Yeah.
We can stay.
Yeah, that's what we could do.
So many different options.
We could do like a little exclusive, just online only drop.
Yeah. Because, like, let's be real. People are going to drink and you can still be in shape drinking.
Well, that's why I came to you because, like I said, everything I was doing was unsustainable before. And if I told my PT, yeah, I'll never drink again, I'd be like just lying to them.
Yeah.
Like, how are they supposed to train me when I'm lying? Yeah, I swear. No, I hate drinking.
Yeah, I'll be honest, like that 13 weeks I did sober, like I was thinking I'll never drink again. And then when I did, I had a fucking blowout, bro. It's not what I wanted to do. Like,
Yeah.
I wanted to come in balanced.
Ease in.
So I just feel like it's when you fully restrict something, fuck, it can be counterproductive. But
Yeah, I agree. I've done a couple of no drinking stints and I've come in really hot. Like, really hot.
you're like, yeah,
You just fucking let's go.
yeah.
Like,
Once you start feeling it again,
but I do say this, and I say this a lot, especially having an alcohol company and making it look cool to party and drink. There's a difference between myself drinking and like you. We'll go out for an event, a celebration, to socialize with some friends. But there is people that hate their whole fucking week.
Yeah.
And they get to Friday
Yeah.
and they go, I'm going to fucking rub myself off to Monday
Yeah.
and then start again. You probably shouldn't be drinking.
Yeah.
If that is your
Like-
mindset, don't pick up the drink
yeah,
and just, but like if you can go out, catch up with friends, get back in. And I got this saying, never let Sunday fuck your Monday. If it's fucking your Monday, you got to pull up.
100%.
So, like you say, it's all about moderation.
Yeah, it's know when to call it.
Yeah.
Like last weekend, I went out and I knew I had a big week this week, and I just pulled it in. And I woke up Sunday fresh.
That's
and I'm like,
best.
this is great. Like I could do that every week.
Yeah.
And it's taken me a little bit to establish that again, from going no alcohol to back in. And now that I'm used to it, like I don't want to be waking up Sunday, Monday,
Yeah.
feeling shit. I want to be going.
Yeah.
And now that I've found that little bit of a balance, that's where I'm at right now. Fuck. I'd love to not drink sometimes.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It just is
And
what
that's-
it is.
And that's one thing, guys. All them people bragging how long they can bender and stay up. That's not cool. It's cool to go out.
0% cool.
It's cool to go out. It's a flex to go out and have a drink and be in bed by 12. That's,
Like no one cares.
Nothing happens.
That you can stay up longer.
yeah. That's,
Go to bed.
please understand that. That is not cool. And I'll tell you what, this is my saying. I've said it forever and I fucking swear it's true. Nothing cool happens after midnight. When, like if you leave
Sometimes.
maybe one. But I guarantee
I've had
depends
some good
whose
shit
house you're
happen.
at.
But yeah, it's
Generally,
just,
you wake up in the morning going, I wish I left when you left.
Yeah. You've also had those nights where you're like, I'm glad I stayed. All right.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, it depends how wild it's getting. But so yeah, there you go. Well, that's pretty cool. I'm excited. I'm glad you like the taste.
I
'Cause
can't wait to see the designs, bro.
yeah, and like the whole G Up crew, bro, they're stoked. So like when I said the idea, they're like, "Fuck, hope he's fucking loves it." Like you know, all the boys love what you're doing and stuff. Well, they're the ones that were sending me your reels and that.
Fucking This is why in life you gotta just chase shit. If you're scared to do something, you gotta go do it. Because I used to avoid all the shit I was scared of, and now I'm here. We're fucking sitting here
Making
talking all
moves.
this shit that's happening, bro.
It's-
Like I could have literally been doing nothing.
Yeah, You would have been sitting in your room hiding,
Hiding.
chopping up a few reels. I mean,
Fucking working in the bottle shop, too scared to quit. Like, if you want to do something, you can, because I was doing nothing and I had everyone doubting me and I even doubted myself, and then I just started taking risks. What do you got to lose?
bro, I was cleaning dishes at Hog's Breath for ages, night shift till do like 5 till 11, and I was doing uni in the day. Dropped out of uni.
Did you go to uni?
Yeah, I was
Or
doing
you studying?
graphic design.
Oh, yeah, nice.
That's why the G-Up designs are so sick. I'm not that good.
I was a dishy too, bro.
Really?
Dish pig, is
It was
that what they
good.
call them?
Yeah, it was good.
Good
pay
money.
at night because you got like, and you were young.
And Saturday, Sundays, you got like the
Yeah.
extra. I was getting like $40 an hour, but
Fuck no, I wasn't. Hog's
On
Breath
a
don't pay
Sunday.
that. Oh, Sunday at night maybe.
it was only like 2-3 hour shifts, so there was no hours.
I just hate it because everyone. So the chefs leave, waitresses leave, everyone leave, and it's just all quiet. And it's like Friday night. All your mates are out partying. You're sitting in the fucking back of the kitchen washing people's grubby dishes. It was like the worst. Wondering, I'd just sit there like, wonder what this guy's doing, wonder what the boys are doing, wonder what this. But fucking had to do it.
I had no friends, so it was all good.
Yeah. It's all right, you're cool now. I was going to say, I actually was going to ask you, 3 foods that people think are bad that aren't that bad, because you've posted some comparison shit, and I'm like, nah, he's taking the piss. Like, I'm like, this.
All right, let's talk about this. 3 foods that are bad. Wait, what's the question?
Three foods that people think are bad. So, like, I think a Big Mac's bad. I think, there's food that you would assume is very bad for you. Like I saw you posted, I think yesterday, a pizza, you compared to 888 calories compared to a fucking chicken pesto.
Yeah.
Bro, I would smash the pesto thinking I'm elite. And then breed that, and I'm like, and the wraps with Subway, I was like Devo because I always got wraps and I hate them, but I just thought I was being mad.
Well, this is the thing. Nothing's good, nothing's bad. It's about what you're doing over the course of a day, week, over time. The choices you make accumulate. So obviously we have nutrient-dense foods, and then we have ultra-processed shit. So when I post a Macca's comparison, I'm not saying eat that all the time. If you did, that's shit. There's certain variables you need to tick off within your diet.
Yeah.
So you want to be within your calories. That's the most important thing. It's probably the best thing you can do for weight management. If you're in a healthy weight range, that's probably the best single thing you can do for your health. That's why calories matter so much. So then after you've done that, your macros matter. So you want to hit your protein. You want to make sure you have a good balance of fats and carbs. Then you want to be eating the majority of your diet, nutrient-dense foods. If you're ticking off those things and then you're having a little bit of shit here and there, that's great. There's probably no detrimental effects in doing that.
Yeah.
But if the majority of your diet is shit, you won't stick to your calorie target because it's not going to fill you up and satiate you between meals. So you're going to be sitting there hungry, then you're going to be over consuming calories, then you're going to gain weight.
Yeah, okay.
So it's not like this food's good, this food's bad. It's like, what are you doing as a whole?
Yep.
And like, is that ticking off the boxes you need to? And then with the spare, throw in a bit of shit and life's good.
But I guess I feel like some shit really shocked me. Where I was like, it's almost like you're being lied to. You know, when you walk down the supermarket and, I don't know, I might be wrong, but say fucking wholemeal food. I feel like you could eat a whole loaf of that, and if you eat one bit of white bread,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
But the difference is like, so the wholemeal stuff has more fiber, and fiber is very important in your diet, but you only need to eat a certain amount.
Yeah.
So if you're getting that through whatever source, let's say you're eating a lot of fruit, veggies,
and then you got
nuts,
surplus.
then you want some white bread, but you're already hitting your fiber. Well, you don't need the fiber from the wholemeal bread.
Yeah.
But if you're not really getting that,
Yeah.
then maybe the wholemeal's a better option. So it's not like about pointing out individual foods. That's the issue.
Yeah.
You point out individual foods and then all of a sudden everything's bad because this is good for this reason. But
Yeah.
it's about, if you want to be healthy, it's an accumulation of positive choices that outweigh the little bit of negative choices that you make. So does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I like it.
That makes sense, boys? Yeah, they're happy with that.
You know, I get, bro, I'm pretty good, and then I just get sucked in for donuts, or little bakery treats, or I'll be on a mission. I'll be in a rush through a shopping center, and and I'll see like a little like, you know, them
Yeah,
like
when you're hungry,
bougie
and,
donut
hungry
stores.
and busy.
And you're like, and then I always feel so bad after it. I'm like a smash. I'm like, I'm still hungry.
Yeah.
And I wish I didn't have that.
Have you noticed being aware of like the stuff I've taught you? Have you noticed like now you'll prioritize certain things because you know it'll make you feel better?
Yeah.
And then because like if you went to the shops and you've like eaten a good meal, I literally won't buy any food. I can't do food shopping because I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want anything.
Yeah.
I'm full.
Yeah.
But when you go through hungry, you're just
want it.
grabbing
Yeah.
shit left, right, and center.
Nah. And to be honest, I knew we were about to do this podcast and I hadn't had lunch, right? So I'm like, if I wait and go really hungry till 3, I'll order Uber like some bad shit because I'll be like real hungry. So instead I had a protein shake before here and then
Yeah.
now I'm not that hungry.
That's
and
what
I'll
I
just-
did.
Is it? Just a little quick.
Oh, I was starving.
See, I'm learning
and I
the-
went and grabbed a protein shake on the way here.
See, I'm a little Cunnie Junior. I'm learning the tricks.
Cunnie Junior. Did you see me, mate? I posted him on my story. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
And he went out without me, and everyone was going up to him now, calling him Big Cunnie.
Big Cunnie.
Yeah, so they're like, "Oh, it's
I
Big
saw you
Cunnie.
tagged
Where's
him,
Cunnie?"
Big Cunnie.
So what are you, Little Cunnie? What did you say?
Cunnie Junior.
Junior.
Yeah.
That's mad. Even though you've gotten bigger than me now.
So, I guess with everything's going, fuck. Like you said, you never thought you'd be in this position. You're fucking killing it, this, that. I was going to ask you because we've only just met sort of more recent. I didn't know when you had a missus and what all that was, and don't have to get too involved with her personally, but how do you find yourself being single versus content? Would you rather, like, do you want to find the right chick?
Oh, the heavy questions.
Or are you in a stage where you're like, if I die single, I die single?
It's a rough one. Tough question because right now I just feel so much myself and so free to go and do what I need to do and not have to think about anyone and put myself in situations, and it doesn't matter where I end up. I only have to think about myself. And that's gotten me, like I've done a big deal that I can't talk about, and me going out, just being free, having a few drinks, bumping into people.
No responsibility.
Has got me there.
Yeah.
And I would never put myself in that situation in a relationship because
Yeah, okay.
I'd never want the other person to feel uncomfortable. Or
Yeah.
it's, I wouldn't want them
Yeah.
in a room with 20 random people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's hard because once you think you know what you want and you meet someone and then who knows?
Yeah, I mean,
What do I want? I want to keep being me and growing and working on all the things I am. And at some point, I want to meet the right person.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that looks like, and I don't know.
you've got no expectation for it. You don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm just being myself. Like, and at this point in my life, it's like I'm truly like content alone, and I've never been that.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a good
It
place
is.
to be in, especially when I wasn't drinking. So like in the past, you're single, you can afford to do what you want. You're just going out and getting smashed.
Yeah.
But I'm alone.
Jumping on Tinder every night. Fuck, it's Instagram
I've never done
DMs.
that. Never done that. Instagram DMs, yeah. But
I'm sure there's a few girls watching going, bullshit.
never been on Tinder.
Instagram DMs.
But you know what? There's been fake. You know what people do?
I've seen they get
use
a photo
me.
with you.
They get a photo with me and put it on their Tinder. And then they get all the clicks
Hey,
because I'm
good
in
on
it with them.
Good on them.
Very good move. What was I saying though? Single, this, that.
Yeah, you've never been in a position
Yeah,
where you're
so-
just content.
It's like literally not drinking, not going out on a rampage.
Yeah.
Just literally being alone, content, happy within myself. And that's like such a good thing to have because I've been through shit relationships and like lost myself within it and come out and then grown and then you're back in. And I just want to learn to get back in still being who I am today. But you always change.
Yeah.
You always have to adapt and compromise. So
I mean, I feel like that is very important for people, both sexes. If you're not happy with yourself, why the fuck is someone else going to be happy with you?
Yeah.
If you don't love yourself, why are you expecting, you see people going out chasing this and that, she doesn't love me.
yeah.
Like, bro, you don't love yourself.
Yeah.
Why the fuck does she want to love you?
You're going to, instead of focusing on yourself, you're going to be looking at everything they're doing.
Yeah.
And then it's going to take you further away
Yeah.
from being yourself. I've been there.
Yeah.
Like, I've literally thought I was the most like secure person, confident. And then I felt shit in relationships. So we're all still trying to figure it out.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess for you saying, like you're saying, how do you know what you want when you don't know what you want sort of thing? I was in a position where I'd been burnt by that many girls. I was adamant that I definitely want to be single forever. And like when I met Anita, we hung out for a year because I just kept stretching it out because I was like, and now look what I've got with her. I'm like, hang on, I thought I knew what I want, but this is what I want.
That would have been you just being scared too.
Yeah.
Like scared of opening up and getting hurt again.
Yeah, exactly.
That's probably what I'm doing right now.
And I also hadn't experienced what she gives me, like mad gobbies and that. No, like I thought a relationship. I thought a relationship was this, but what we've got, I'd never experienced before. So when I was saying I don't want a relationship, how did I know? I actually hadn't had a proper fulfilling relationship.
Yeah.
So it's like, but then, you know, like you say, it's just, I think what you said's right. You just keep going along doing it. As long as you love yourself and you're not fucking latching on to
Love
every
yourself,
girl trying to like.
work on yourself.
Yeah.
Just keep challenging yourself, be confident within yourself.
Yeah.
Whatever happens. You'll always be sweet.
And that's something to anyone watching, I guess, dealing with a bad breakup. That's something I wish I knew when I was younger. Because when I had breakups, I thought the world was over. I didn't want to talk to anyone, see anyone. But the moment you flick a switch and you're like, fuck it, I'm going to make money. I'm going to be a boss. I'm going to go to gym. I'm going to do this. Fuck, it goes away so quick.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, you need breakups.
Yeah.
They're what make you. They make you way stronger. They make you level up. So when you're sitting there going through that, I remember my last one, I just sat there hurting and I'm like, I need this. Like I knew it. And I was like, I'm going to sit here and embrace these feelings now. And I just felt like an animal after.
That's hectic.
I sat there for a few days crying, making the weirdest noises. I'm like, this hurts. This actually hurts. But I let it out.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going, I'm an animal.
Yeah. Just
I didn't sit there ringing my mates, having a sook.
Yeah.
I dealt with it and then I got the fuck up and went back to work.
Yeah.
And I've only leveled up since. So.
And I think that's the same with work. I needed those failures. I needed the shit jobs. I needed the long hours. I needed when shit went wrong because that's what made me go, fuck, I'm not doing that again. I'll do this. Or I'm going to do this. Or I'm going to, like, you know, you need those tough times and those
100%.
fucking. Else I was going to say, I mean, some things that you wish you knew earlier in life, which were pretty much you've covered. Is there anything in particular that you think you could have leveled up a lot quicker? Like, one thing for me, I probably listened to other people when I was younger. Like, so if they said, oh, don't do that, it's a shit idea, don't. I was like, oh, yeah, he's my mate, he's right. But now I couldn't give a fuck. If you said to me, and if you were my best mate, looked me in the eye and said, bro, this podcast's going to flop, I'll be like, I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah. It's hard to say, like, I wish I did anything different where you're exactly where you want to be.
Yeah, because you
So
wouldn't
it's
be
like,
where you
yeah,
were
I guess
if you
so.
didn't learn it.
I guess so, but like, if my life wasn't shit, I wouldn't be who I am today.
Yeah.
So I can't be like, I wish this happened or that happened. Everything I went through, like, created what's happening right now. So there's certain things I wish I didn't do, but fuck. Like, for example, when I was 19, it was Christmas and both my brothers were on steroids at the time. They had used to get it in like a bladder. It was for horses.
Oh, yeah, like a
and I'm like, I want to be like you. And I'm drunk. G-ups didn't exist at the time. This is like pre-G-up days. I'm like, give us the needle, bang. And then I'm just jabbing myself drunk at 19 years old, not knowing what I'm doing. So then once I'd done it, I did it for like 6 to 8 weeks. And then I didn't know how to stop. I just stopped and I had like severe acne for like 2 years, I think.
everywhere.
Chest, back, scarring all over my neck, bro. I'd go to sleep and I'd wake up bleeding and shit. Like, it was so bad.
fucked.
It was fucked. And honestly,
You would have never want to take your top off
never.
ever.
I'm pretty sure I didn't have sex for like a year and a half. I didn't want to talk to anyone, didn't want to go out. Like, if I went out and someone hit me in the chest, it would bleed, bro. And I didn't know what to do. But it taught me a good lesson because back then I placed so much value on how I looked. Like my whole identity was I go to the gym and I've got a big chest. That's all I was thinking. And then I couldn't just take my shirt off and be the man. Because back then no one trains either. So like it wasn't like it is today. There wasn't many people that knew how to like
No one gave a fuck
get in
about
good
gym
shape.
or fitness. Yeah.
No, they cared. They just didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So I really had to learn there's more to you than how you look. And I had to like develop other characteristics in myself and become confident and not rely on how I look for shit. So I can say I regret that, but also I don't know what would have happened if I never went through that.
Well, I mean, just from what I've like since I've known you, that's probably one of your strongest points is, which I think this is what can help anyone. You don't have to be the smartest cunt in the world. You don't have to be the most qualified. But if you can like take on good and bad situations, analyze them, look in the positive, fix up, okay, that was good. How can I do more of that? That was bad. How can I dodge that? I'm not upset. I'm not going to cry about it forever, but that was a lesson learned. If you can problem solve, that's all you need to do. Like, you don't need to be a fucking qualified cunt or get A+ in school or this and that. You just need to like assess situations, problem solve, and have that mentality where like, oh, poor me, I'm a victim. This is fucked. My skin's fucked, this, that. Or you go, fuck, I fucked up. What have I done?
Yeah.
Keep moving forward.
Yeah.
And now like shit that happens to me now, I'm like, I almost like laugh and shrug it off. I'm like, oh, whatever. It would have made me cry when I was 18. I would have felt sick. Like it could be really bad shit. Even some bad shit happens. I don't know. Say I smash a $3,000 wheel or this and that. And I'm like, oh, my mate's like, cunt, are you serious? I'm like, what's the point of crying about it? It's done. I don't have a time machine. I can't go back in time and undo it. And I'm not going to let it fuck my whole day. Yeah. So now it's the bad shit that's happened has been that bad that now when bad shit happens, I'm like, good shit happens, bad shit happens. And it's more bad shit's going to happen.
Yeah.
No bad shit it's not like I've worked out a way to stop it. I've just worked out a way to deal with it.
Yeah. It's not the end of the world. Like the day I got that Lambo and it's like, I'm looking at it like, holy fuck, I've got this thing. And I parked it in Broady and some cunt reversed into it, bro.
Fuck, the day you got it.
Day I got it. And I'm sitting there. I sort of was looking at cars reversing and going, this is a bit sus. And I'm like, whatever, I'm just overthinking it. And I get back and people are running up to me. I'm thinking, oh, they want a photo. They want a photo with the top C. But they're going, is this your car? Yeah. Someone reversed into it. I'm like, fuck off. And yeah. So then I'm sitting there dealing with like, this cunt just hit my car and drove
After
off.
you're that fucking hyped about this new purchase.
It's consumed my soul, bro.
Yeah.
So then I'm not focusing on my business. I'm not focusing on my girlfriend at the time. I'm just in my head, forgetting about all the good shit that's going on in my life over a little dint in the car, right?
Yeah.
And I went to the police station. They're just rude as fuck to me.
Yeah.
And then it just gets to a point where I go, you know what? Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
And I just let it go and I was free. And it's still there. It's actually behind the number plate because didn't have the number plate on yet.
So there you go. You put a number plate on and
chuck the number plate over the top. And it taught me to like, it doesn't matter like you have a cheap car, an expensive car. At the end of the day,
let it fuck your day.
It's all the same shit. They get scratched.
Yeah.
You hit shit.
Yeah.
Just because you bought an expensive car doesn't mean you're not going to hit shit anymore. You're still going to hit shit.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter. There's shit that matters more than like little things like that.
Well, that's like, I don't know about you, but like I'm a big believer in like manifestation and law of attraction and shit. Anyway, one of the things was
and shit like that.
one of the things I was reading is like, you know, if you wake up in the morning and smack your toe real bad into a thing and you're in a shit mood and you're like, fuck this fucking bed, like you can guarantee your day is going to stay like that. If you smack your toe and you're like, fuck, whatever. And it's the same thing like I've noticed. If I go out and I get flashed by a camera, I get done speeding at 9 a.m. and I fucking let that sit in my head all day. My meetings will be shit. My phone calls will be shit. Coming home and seeing the missus will be shit. Everything around me will be shit. But if I get flashed by a camera, I'm like, fuck, too late. Like, whatever. Yeah. Like the rest of my day will be good. So if something shit happens, you can minimize the shitness by
by just
put me in the past.
And don't get me wrong, it's not easy to do.
No.
Like, we still probably dwell on shit, but like, and we can say like, yeah, don't dwell on shit, but like, it takes practice and like, you really got to work on yourself to be able to let shit go.
Yeah, it is. It's a special skill learned from a lot of bad shit happening.
Well, and then,
So I was going to say, I was actually curious. A general week, like you're in pretty fucking good shape. You're looking pretty good.
Thank you.
You're not at the gym 24/7, and you're not eating steamed broccoli every day. Because you're out a lot. Like you're out at dinners. You always post dinners. What's a day like for you? Do you just like, and you know, some people like, I don't know, I don't eat till 12 so my body can cleanse. And do you just get up in the morning, have breakfast, lunch, dinner?
My current routine.
Yeah. Give us a bit of just an average week.
Wake up. Right?
Are you ready, guys? This is how to fucking...
This is what you got to do. Wake up.
You do sun gazing?
That's a good start.
You do sun gazing?
What's that?
Stare at the sun, cold plunge, ice bath, breath,
none of that
meditate,
shit.
journal.
To be honest, I wake up and I look at my phone, see what's going on. I'd rather not, but it's just it's a bad habit of mine. So
I think it's a bad habit of everyone's.
Yeah. Wake up, fucking have a shower, make the bed. Very important to make the bed. And then I get ready, dog's in the car, and we go straight to the gym, double shot espresso on the way, and then I'll train. And that's the best start to my day, to just make sure I got up, had my coffee, and went to the gym. And then from there...
Wait, how long is a gym sesh for you?
Hour 20. It just depends.
Hour 20, like checking the phone in between here and there?
Phone
or
between
hectic
sets.
hour and 20?
Nah, not hectic.
Yeah.
And on that, there's nothing wrong with being on your phone between sets, because you need to rest enough that you can repeat the effort that you put in the first set. So you
you're
need
not
to
fucked
rest
for your
long
next
enough.
set.
Well, if you're fucked for your next set, the total amount of work you do in the session will be reduced. And that's the most important thing. So
why.
text between sets,
This is always on the big bucks.
as long as you're doing something productive.
Or you don't
It's
get-
pretty shit.
Or you don't get stuck scrolling for like
Yeah,
20 minutes.
yeah.
And you're like-
So yeah, I just pretty much wake up.
And when you go to the gym, do you do one muscle at a time, or you just do a bit of everything?
I do.
I'm talking for people that look at you and go, fuck, I want to look like
Well,
him.
it doesn't matter what I do. You don't need to worry what I do. You need to do what works for you.
Yeah, okay.
That's important.
Yep.
I'm just doing what fits in with my lifestyle and routine and what makes me feel good. I don't train super hard. I don't eat super strict, but that's where I'm at in my life now. And I'm only trying to maintain where I'm at. If you really want to make progress, you got to dial in a bit more. But I'll just train every day for my mental state.
Yep.
So wake up, double shot espresso, gym, and I'll do like chest back in a workout, legs, and then arms and shoulders, and calves every day, and they're still fucked. Hopefully the cameras can't see them. And then I just repeat that ongoing forever. And then in the afternoons I'll box, hit the bag, little bit of cardio. And that's
Boxing
that.
are pretty active though.
Yeah.
It's pretty active.
Yeah. Like I'm working out twice a day, but I'm working out enough to improve my mental state and my performance with business. I'm not pushing it to the point where I'm exhausted and it's affecting other things in my life.
Yeah.
And that's where I want it.
Yeah. I was, you know, when we were talking about like before you got to where you want to be and before you sort of blew up or whatever, I don't know, like what did a day look like for you then compared to now? Like
Back in the day.
say you were just PTing, you started, how many clients were you getting a day? What hours were you doing? What sort of money were you making a week? Like, I guess for people watching you now and they want to get in the fitness game, but they can't relate to you doing these numbers and driving a Urus.
Yeah.
But they have only heard the very start. What's
All right.
and same thing. People look at my Instagram, your Instagram, and go, "Oh, these guys are lucky as fuck." Like, you know, I'm sure I've got a very similar story to you. What, you know, talk me through like the big hours and how much money, and you know, I'm sure you're fucking, you know, PTing some well-known people for free and just doing what you could to get your name out there. And
Yeah. So the first 8 years, I was just struggling living week to week.
So wait, what age is this?
I started at like 21.
Yep.
So how it worked when you're new to a gym, new PT, you get given hours you got to be there, and it might be like you're there on the gym floor from 5 to 9, 3-4 times a week. And in that time, you're just trying to get leads. But you'd get given a thing called a kickstart. So what it is you get to give a new member 3 free sessions.
Oh, yeah. I did that when I signed up at Good Life.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what I worked. So
Yeah.
you get 3 free sessions, and the idea is the PT is you give out 3 free sessions and you want to convert them into a client.
Yep.
So I was just trying, and the worst part is you can't even get them. You're begging for them.
Yeah.
Please, can I have the kickstarts? It's your only form of leads.
Oh.
Or you could do cold calls.
Yeah.
Like there was a birthday list.
So you weren't using Instagram, or you weren't focusing on that? Yeah, okay. So
Instagram didn't even exist, bro.
Yeah, it did.
Did it?
I started mine in 2012.
Well, it must have just been started, and it wasn't really
used for business.
I didn't really get on there.
Yep.
You had Facebook pages and shit like that.
Yep.
But I never utilized any social media to advertise. I never advertised. I just went to the gym.
You're sucking dick for these free.
Bro, you would call, you'd get a birthday list, and you'd ring and follow a script. Oh, is that Troy? Oh, I heard it's your birthday. I heard it's your birthday
That makes
today.
me want to fucking
So
do
then
one.
I'm going, what did you get up to? And you're like, mate, I've noticed you haven't been into the gym for a bit. How are you going with your goals? Oh, I've been slacking off a bit, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, mate, because it's your birthday, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to book you in. What day suits you to get back on track, Thursday or Friday? And you'll be like, Friday. I'm like, well, do you prefer mornings or afternoons? And you'll tell me, and I'll go, 4 or 5, I've got a spot free. And you're like, 4. You've already booked in. You didn't even know you booked in. So then I'm like, I'll see you there. And then you don't come because you've gone, what the fuck just happened? And but I got a lot of good. I got a client from doing that, and she lost like 40 kilos, and like her blood sugar levels were fully improved, like her insulin sensitivity improved. I don't think you can cure like type 2 diabetes, like you're in remission.
Yeah.
But like she didn't need to take any more medication for her type 2 diabetes.
That's unreal.
So that's off like ringing someone
Cold
off
call.
a cold call, bro.
Yeah.
And then they're your client for years.
Yeah.
So that's the sort of hustle I had to go through to get a client. And like you're out on the weekends as well, and 4 of your clients message you saying can't PT anymore, got to cancel. And that's like a big chunk of your income just to pay your rent. So you're trying to enjoy yourself having a drink, and then you just wigging.
Yeah, fucks your day. You're like,
Yeah. So I would work from like start whenever the client wanted to.
Yeah.
Whatever time the
So
first
10,
client
11,
is,
9,
5
8,
a.m.,
whatever.
let's go.
yeah.
And then you finish like 8 o'clock at night, and you have a gap in the day. So I just had a mindset like I'll just be there whenever for whoever.
On
and
call.
you just you burn out because you
What
never
was a
sleep.
good week? Where, like, did you have any weeks where you like, I killed it this week?
I remember earning $2,000 one week and just thinking, holy shit.
But that was big hours.
Nah, it's just like you've converted a lot of your clients.
Yeah, so you were no
'Cause-
free calls and that.
Yeah. So you're doing massive hours because you're just doing free sessions left, right, and center. But the other thing about that is you're just devaluing yourself, offering free sessions left, right, and center.
Yep. So I'm guessing you got from a stage where you were hitting up people for free sessions trying to convert. Then I'm guessing you transitioned to a stage where people wanted Adam, but he was booked.
So I got busy. Then I went to uni. So I'm at uni doing PT, and then between a class, PT. Some weeks I didn't even make rent to pay, because when you work for a gym, you're paying rent. So some weeks I lost money working as a PT.
Ah.
So shit like that was going on through uni.
Fuck, so the gym pays rent.
You pay the
You
gym
pay
rent?
the gym rent to be lurking around there.
Yeah, and then you just get to earn what you earn.
Fuck,
Charge
so they're
what you
making
want.
a number of
Yeah.
memberships
And PTs. That's
There
a
you go.
whole nother business.
Yeah.
And it took till about the 9th or 10th year before I never had to ask anyone. They started coming after me.
Fuck off.
Swear. Like you would be through the moon, bro, if someone hit you up.
How old are you now?
33.
So you were nearly like 29, 30.
Yeah. I started training Sky Wheatley, right?
Yeah.
And this is when I started to understand Instagram. I'm like, holy fuck. If she posts for me, like people want to train with me. What is going on? So then I just said, you can train every day, whenever you want, for free. I'll be here. You just tell me what time. it got to the point because I started getting busy online, and that's because of her. I just cancelled all my clients so she could train whenever she wanted. So I was paying the gym to train her only whenever she wanted, and I would focus on my online business. And people don't know that. Like,
So Sky Wheatley
I knew
made
what-
you.
Sky Wheatley made me. If you ask her, she'll tell you. But she played a big role, and I'm
Yeah.
so grateful. Like, we started businesses together, and we made some good money. Like, that was my way of like, I'm so thankful. Let's do this together. So, you know, I can give back. But the other part of that is you can't just get an influencer and now you're killing it.
Yeah.
You have to have a good product behind yourself.
Yeah.
So I was lucky in the way I've already set up my online business and we're good at what we do. So people are coming on and they're signing up and they're getting a good service.
But-
you need the whole combo.
See, so I sort of was right in a way because I feel like my income and my growth, right, has been like lately it's gone up a bit. But from what you're saying, how you were right up until like 29, 30, I feel like you've gone like that.
Yeah. So, because there was no social media. And then around when I started training Sky, I created an Instagram. And then that's when it started going.
It's the power of social media. It's fucking crazy. But that's what I'm saying. You've had to jump in
Yeah.
the deep end to catch up with a
Yeah,
lifestyle
yeah.
of driving that, living in
that's
an
right.
expensive house.
Yeah.
Like how much, you know, we used to go for an anniversary for a $300 dinner and now it's a $300 dinner every night. Like, like, you know, you start to go, fuck, am I living how I should be? Am I spending too much? Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
100%. But, yeah.
But then how did you, how did that, so obviously a big income came with the subscription. When did that start? That's what I can't work out.
Okay. So when I started training Sky, COVID hit, gym shut down. But I already had this sly little website built. It cost me $1,000. A mate did it. And it had like a login and client accounts on it. He worked on it for 6 months for $1,000 because we were just testing it out. And so when COVID hit, people wanted an online trainer and I was ready to go.
Because
So
not many people had it set up for that. You did.
no one had it set up.
Oh, not.
So I went from no one. No
So
one
when you were
was ready.
saying
I was
online,
ready.
were you Zooming them or were you writing
No,
out
I had
a
like
program?
I had a website where you could log in and access your training and nutrition plan, and you had check-ins.
And who was doing that? You?
Me.
Yep.
Yeah. And then it was around that time I hired the first person, but it was me and her checking in all the clients, making the plans. What was the question?
No, I
When
didn't
did it
understand how
start?
you went from training one-on-one to having fucking
Yeah.
shitload of people subscription online. Like,
So-
where was that big gap that jumped? And
When COVID hit, I had 100 clients, and that dropped back to 50 when they made that announcement, and then I wigged out. I'm like, fuck. So now I remember I just hired my first person. We've just lost half our business over an announcement. I'm thinking, fuck, how am I going to pay her? Like, I thought I was just, this is it for me. I've made it now. And then I'm like,
you got to take it. You had a taste, and then
because you know that happened to me 100 times over the 8-9 years as a PT. And I'm like, I've done it this time, and then it got taken, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then over the next few weeks, we just started getting so many inquiries and sign-ups, and I was like, fuck, we're back. And then we ended up getting to 300 clients at some point. I remember calling her going, we got 100 clients. Like, you know, if we get 300, we're making $1 million a year.
true.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And we're like, wow, could we ever do that? And then before we knew it, we had that. And then we started employing more people, just figuring it out as we went.
Fuck, I never knew that. That's hectic.
And now we've had like close to 5,000 at once.
Actually, the one question I was thinking is, why did no one else PT do this? Because I'm asking because I don't know about
Yeah.
fitness stuff. Why were you already set this up before COVID?
Because other people weren't thinking ahead of the game. So
yeah,
there was a few online coaches. I just finished exercise science, and I actually sort of had this structure in place where a client would come and train with me face to face, but I would give them this as well.
like homework.
So I'd charge them like $100, and I'd give them a training plan,
Yep.
nutrition plan,
Chase up
and
on
one
it.
session a week.
Yep.
And it was such good value. Everyone was getting such good results. So I wasn't like train with me 5 times a week. I was like train with me once a week and follow that. And then you'll be dependent on yourself and you'll keep this forever.
Because then you can scale more because you only got them once a
Yeah.
week. And then, So it was more a scaling thing that you thought this is going to, if I can create this online, they can get better results and I can take on more customers. That's what sort of.
Well, this was the face-to-face clients.
Yeah.
But then I started getting a bit too busy and I'd be like, you can have the online side, and I was charging like $50 for that side.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, I got to just grow that. I'll have like my 10, 20 face-to-face guys that like I'm highly invested in. And then everyone else that wants to book in can get the online stuff. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So then it started growing from there.
No, it's
Slowly.
awesome because like, I don't know, same as everyone, but everyone's got their own little why. And like, you know, everyone's, I think like, fuck, how did Adrian start doing giveaways? Like, you know, why was no one else doing it?
Yeah.
He had this, like you just broke it down, and it just shows why you shouldn't be copying people, because if you see you doing well and go, I'm going to copy what he's doing, you're doing well because you're the first to do it. And same as Adrian, same as this, same as that.
Yeah. Like I wasn't the first to be doing it, but the system I have and build and my app and all that, like I've made.
Yeah.
Like I've come up with what works there through trial and error over
And
a
then
long
combine
period of
that
time.
with, like you said, a good product with good influencer
Yeah.
marketing and
Yeah.
social presence.
And another thing, like I couldn't just rely on Sky. Like what if she was like, oh, fuck yeah, I don't care. I don't want to do this.
Or if she got fat.
So,
Everyone was
So-
like, he's not that good.
so like initially we were dependent on Sky's influence to get customers. Then I realized, well, it's not sustainable. And I was like, I got to become the influence. And then that's when,
You started doing your own reels.
well, I was doing stuff, but I was like, I started getting a bit of traction with my reels. I'm like, all right, now I can be the influence, and then that controls all variables. So I control the marketing, and that brings the people in, and we got the product. So I've just worked on building both of those and making those better over time.
Did, but I know for me, jumping on camera was fucked. Like,
Oh.
my heart was beating,
Bro.
my sweats. Like, were you natural or
Nah, I was sitting there like looking around.
to make sure no one
that
could
no one's there, and I'm thinking, is anyone hearing this? I actually have videos.
Right.
We could play something.
I'll drop the clips on. I'll give it to Tread. I got, bro. you just reminded me. I just had a flashback. Like, so when I first started, I knew I had to level up Eye Candy, the wrap shop. I'm like, I got to start doing before and afters and talking about what we're at. And I'd be talking in front of a car, and I shit not, if someone was walking a kilometre away, I'd be halfway through a sentence, and I go, we'll just wait till he walks past, and they'd be like, he's literally like a kilometre away. I'm like, yeah, just wait till he's gone.
Yeah, I'll do that too.
Now you go filming in the middle of a shopping centre and shit.
Yeah, I remember first trying to film in public, bro. And then I was just like, wow. And then once I put the mic there, it was like I was back in my kitchen.
Yeah.
And it actually even started with like the girl I was with, she started filming me. And that was like, I felt like such a gronk.
Yeah.
Like she's
even
following
just
me
in
around
front of her.
in front of her. Like that's probably the hardest thing. Just doing it in front of one person.
Right.
And you're doing weird shit that I'm doing, talking to bananas, throwing kicks. And she just never judged and just went along with it all. And then that started leveling up the videos because it wasn't me filming.
Yeah.
And then when I was in Fiji, I was getting all the Fijians involved in the videos.
Yeah.
I was getting them saying, hey, cunts. And then my videos really started going.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I'm going to go into the shops and start filming.
Yeah.
And now, even now, like you have your days where you're like, I feel weird doing this, but you just do it.
Yeah. You just gave me another flashback, like because I've been with Anita now for like 8 years or something. But when I got with her and I started doing selfies, I'd walk into the corner of the house where she couldn't hear me. So I'd be like, hey guys, today, blah, blah. And then if I heard her walking, I'd quickly stop because I couldn't even do it in front of her.
I used to make my ex leave the house. So this is like, I was with
Hey,
someone.
babe, can you go get some milk?
I was with someone before, like my recent ex.
Yeah.
Not recent, but
But
my last ex.
Yeah.
Because she filmed me and helped me get comfortable filming in front of people. But the ex before that, I'd make her leave my apartment I'd be like, I need 3 hours here. And I'd be like, all right, you can come back now. Because I'm so embarrassed.
It's fucked, but people ask this one thing. I ask, I want to level up my business. I want to get on camera. How do you do it so easy? It's like, all you can do is practice.
Yeah.
Just the hours in front of the camera. I reckon just this year, even just working with like Trent, from where it was to now, like it's just consistency and like it's just there's no easy way around it, is there?
No, you just got to face it, and it's hard, eh? Like you feel like a gronk. That's the only way I can describe it.
Yeah.
And like you think if you fuck up, it's the end of the world, but it's like
Yeah, just
I
chop
fuck up all the time.
Oh.
All the time. Even now, I'll stutter. I'll go to say a sentence that I've planned and I can't say the words. I'm out in public.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect me now. I just get on with it.
And the thing is too, I feel like when I first started videoing, I had to remember when I'm talking in the camera, I'm not talking to the 30,000 people that can see it just yet. It's just me and my video guy.
Yeah.
So like you got to snap out of it. Like I can take this back, edit it, crop it. If I slur, if I stutter, I'm going to edit it. But for some reason, when you first start, you already feel like everyone's watching and you're hi.
Oh man. It's funny thinking back, hey, to like, because when I first started, there was no spin kicks. No, it was just like a timid cunt going, hey everyone. Like, you're not yourself. And then when you go, but like when I am myself, when I'm partying with the boys and doing all the shit I do, they love it. They're laughing.
Yeah.
They're going, fuck, he's a funny cunt.
Yeah.
So why aren't I just doing that online? Because
100%.
most people like me. So now I'm just exposing myself to more people.
Yeah.
So most of them should like me too.
Yeah. No,
That's how I started thinking about it.
Yeah.
Because I started talking to my shoe before the banana, but like we would be out drinking and that's shit me and my mates would do. He would say something and I'd just pick up my shoe and be like, oh yeah, bro. Yeah, he's next to me now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then you just incorporate that into your content. People have a laugh.
Yeah.
And that's probably where I came in and started seeing you calling people fat cunts or fucking banana phones. I'm like, this guy's funny.
What's wrong with this bloke?
No, that's sick, bro. I mean, fuck. I actually learnt a lot today.
Did you?
Yeah.
About me.
Yeah.
We got deep.
We did get deep. We got very deep.
Yeah.
You must have liked the fucking...
I like the G-up.
You must have liked it.
Do you have any more? No. See, I got a big talk tomorrow in front of 500 people. So I was like, I better not drink. And here we are.
Just
We've got to be fresh.
Take the edge off.
Maybe I need one for tomorrow before I go.
Take the edge off.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. That's another challenge. The big thing for me as well is like they're all PTs. And this is me going out there going, guys, I was you. And I had to face shit that scared me for a long time to get
so
here.
This is a chap to PTs.
Yeah, and like right now I'm doing that.
Yeah.
It never stops. Like me being here today, I'm shitting myself.
Yeah.
But I'm doing this to show you guys it never stops. And every day's day one.
They should just watch this podcast.
Yeah, don't worry about the live talk, guys. Come have a chit chat, this, that.
No, I'm pretty happy, bro. I was curious about a lot of things, and I think we got to get through them.
Are we still friends? Was
We're
this a
still friends.
psychology session, or was it psychology, or was it a
He's
chit
a
chat?
lonely man looking for a true wife. His deep trauma from his childhood days has changed him who he is today.
Yep.
Well, you heard it here first, guys. You heard it here first.
Cunnies, G-Up, Peach, launching September.
Booty
If you
edition.
guys approve it.
Booty edition.
Can't wait for the edit of this.
It's up to you. It's up to you.